you to go and get her.
Hi, and welcome to our latest video, where we bring you the top 5 best crime TV miniseries of 2023. These shows will take you on a thrilling ride through the world of crime, mystery, and suspense. From edge-of-your-seat dramas to mind-bending thrillers, we've scoured the latest releases to bring you only the best of the best. These TV miniseries are a must-watch for any crime fan, and we guarantee they will leave you on the edge of your seat. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to dive into the gritty underworld of crime. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest videos. Now, let's jump into the top 5 best crime TV miniseries of 2023. Number 5. Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is an American heist drama television anthology series created by Eric Garcia. Kaleidoscope isn't like other shows. Sure, it has a stacked cast, with one of the best actors on TV, and it revolves around the heist of the century, but it's how you watch it that matters. Just like Black Mirror's Bandersnatch, it takes a nonlinear approach to storytelling. Starring Giancarlo Esposito, Rufus Sewell, Paz Vega, Rosaline Elbey, Jay Courtney, Toddy Gabrielle, and Peter Mark Kendall. The story recounted in Netflix's Kaleidoscope is undeniably juicy. A small team of thieves use a Category 4 hurricane as cover to make off with $7 billion in unsecured bonds. But even more attention-grabbing is the way it's told. Eric Garcia's miniseries is designed so that viewers may watch its episodes in any order. Kaleidoscope's chapters, each named after a color, are broken up not by character or theme, but into discrete chunks of time, with captions situating each one along a 24-year stretch.
So what's the score? $7 billion.
Number 4. Florida Man. Florida Man is an American streaming television limited series created by Donald Todd. It stars Edgar Ramirez as an ex-cop alongside Abby Lee, Otmara Marrero, Anthony LaPaglia, Robert Clark Gregg, Lauren Buglioli, and Lex Scott Davis. Even though the series starts off in Philadelphia, most of the craziness happens in the backwater state of Florida. At its heart, Florida Man is a weighty network of stories interconnected by a lost treasure of pirate gold. Mike Valentine is sent by Mafia Mas Yankov to Florida to retrieve his girlfriend Deli. Mike is a gambler and owes Mas a ton of money. Mike's family, father Sonny, and sister Patsy, are surprised to see him. Deli stages her own death, but when Mike finds out that she did it, a chain of events is triggered that binds all those who seek what lies underneath the folklore of a royal Spanish ship sunk into the ocean in 1715 with a treasure of gold.
Aren't you glad to see me, Mike?
Number 3. Steeltown Murders. Steeltown Murders is a 4-part, factual drama television miniseries written by Ed Whitmore and directed by Mark Evans. It was produced for the BBC by Severn Screen, based in Wales, and aired on BBC One. It stars Philip Glenister and Stephen Rodri as detectives investigating the real-life murders committed by Joseph Capon in Port Talbot in South Wales. The story of Steeltown Murders dates back to the summer of 1973, when the county of Neath Port Talbot suffered unspeakable tragedy as 3 local women were found dead. Sandra Newton was the first to be discovered, having disappeared on a 5-mile walk home from her boyfriend's house. 2 months later, Geraldine Hughes and Pauline Floyd also never returned from a night out in Swansea. Initially, The two incidents were regarded as separate, an assumption that wouldn't be corrected until many years later. The later case did, however, spark a major investigation by South Wales police, who questioned a grand total of 35,000 people in connection to the horrifying crime, but made little progress as information on the suspect was sparse. Ultimately, the investigation was a failure, with not one person arrested on suspicion of the murders. But in the early 2000s, South Wales police reopened the cold case in light of advances in DNA technology, which quickly brought new information to light. Sandra's killer was the same person responsible for Geraldine and Pauline's deaths.
That's what I'd like in, Mom. Nobody knows the case like me.
We've had the results back on the DNA.
You're dealing with a serial killer.
Number 2. The Crowded Room. The Crowded Room is an American psychological thriller television miniseries created by Akiva Goldsman and inspired by the 1981 nonfiction novel The Minds of Billy Milligan by Daniel Keyes. Tom Holland, Amanda Seyfried, and Emmy Rossum led a supporting cast that includes Sasha Lane, Will Chase, Leor Raz, and Henry Eikenberry. The Crowded Room begins in 1979, when a man named Danny Sullivan found himself in the middle of a shooting in New York. He is arrested due to his involvement in the shooting and is then held by the police. The story takes place over the course of several interviews with Danny. While the curious detective, Rhea Goodwin, attempts to dive deeper into why Danny was there on that day, she finds herself asking him questions that lead to revealing the story of his life. As Rhea plumbs deeper and deeper into the question of Danny's mysterious past, the audience discovers the events that shaped him and find out just what kind of man Danny is. The stories come together following twists and turns that eventually lead Danny to a life-altering revelation.
This wasn't a random shooting. He's hiding something.
And finally, number 1. Love and Death. Love and Death is an American crime drama television miniseries directed by Leslie Linka Glatter and Clark Johnson, and written by David E. Kelly, that premiered on April 2023 on HBO Max. It stars Elizabeth Olsen as Candy Montgomery, with Jesse Plemons, Lily Robb, Patrick Fugit, Kristen Ritter, Tom Pelfrey, Elizabeth Marvel, and Keir Gilchrist. Love and Death is not the first adaptation of Montgomery's story. In 2022, Hulu released a miniseries called Candy, starring Jessica Biel as Montgomery and Melanie Lynskey as Betty Gore. Love and Death is based on the true story of Candy Montgomery, a housewife in 1980s Wiley, Texas, who has an affair with Alan Gore, her best friend Betty's husband. Montgomery was accused and tried for murdering Betty, who was found dead in her home, stabbed multiple times with an axe. On trial, Montgomery claimed self-defense and was acquitted by the jury. She is still alive today and living in Georgia.
I didn't do it.
I think he did.
You're wrong.
The jury needs to see you.
Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey through the top 5 best crime TV miniseries of 2023. We hope you enjoyed discovering these amazing shows as much as we enjoyed sharing them with you. Just don't forget to let us know in the comments which miniseries was your favorite. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest videos.